What up, everybody? Slightly off-topic
crew
here. Wednesday's Knightswatch.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Wednesday's Knightswatch. I'm your host, the real Ant-Man.
Eat up.
King Black Cherry.
So, tonight we are going to talk about a little bit of Castle Rock. We're going to also talk about the new indie games that came out this week, but we're just going to briefly talk about them, not really go into depth. We're going to talk a little bit about Madden. We're going to talk a little bit about the Hall of Fame class.
Yes.
And then there was something that happened today. It's a little bit of Smash Brothers, and that's what we're going to finish up with. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Make sure you guys are commenting. Keep along with us. Definitely ask us questions. We'll answer on air. So we will definitely be here. So let's start with Castle Rock.
All right. So I just started watching this you guys recommended it, and I just started watching it this past couple days. So I'm pretty much caught up to the 5th episode, and it's definitely a Stephen King show because it definitely keeps you kind of like, it's creepy, it's eerie, and it keeps you guessing what this whole thing is about. You know, it does not give up anything. It hasn't had any big reveals until, I mean, what was it? I want to say the 3rd episode was a pretty big, pretty good reveal.
Nothing yet, sir.
I've not seen the.
So what was the reveal you were talking about in the 3rd episode?
I was kind of So you're talking about last week how the girl or like the woman who's the real estate agent.
Yes.
She's kind of really creepy.
Yeah.
And it reveals that she can actually read people's thoughts, or at least she can read like the lawyer's thoughts, which it makes sense why she acts the way she acts, because she's always kind of very like, anytime she sees me, she kind of freaks out.
Yeah.
And she just because
she's kind of like the Professor X in a way, hearing everyone's
thoughts.
But
she has no control over it.
Yes.
She has really no control over it. She can kind of shut it off. It's just kind of like, and you saw kind of how it kind of transpired when she was on the TV show, trying to like boost the whole town and all. I try to say about how, you know, her whole business, and instead of kind of doing that, she actually reveals about the so-called prisoner in that's like Shawshank, yes. That it's kind of taken without his, you know, he hasn't committed no crime or anything like that.
That you know
of. Yeah. He's like the big mystery actually on this whole show right now. We don't know what he is.
There's other mysteries.
There's other mysteries too.
There's definitely other mysteries.
But I felt that was a cool reveal because it makes it seem like, okay, I can understand now this character, what she is, the way she is.
Yeah.
Still though, in that same episode, I think it shows a flashback where she, and this spoiler, guys, sorry if you haven't...
Yeah, we're in complete spoiler territory. As we told you last week, this is going to be like a book of the week kind of thing.
Book of the week,
So we're going to talk about the episode as they go along.
Yes.
It's for the foreseeable future till the season's over.
Yeah.
So, it kind of reveals like she killed Deaver's father. Henry Deaver's father. She pretty much took the tube out and killed him. So you're kind of like, okay, why did she do that? I mean, he wasn't...
I have a theory of the fact that, like, he wanted him dead. And the fact he tried to, but failed, and then he was on life support and couldn't really talk or anything about that, and she's like, oh, okay, since I am actually have feelings for Henry Deaver, I'm going to go ahead and finish the job. Kind of thing.
It seems like it. It seems that's what happened.
That's just my prediction.
No, it definitely. He didn't seem like a good father anyway. He seemed kind of an abusive father, from what you can tell, like little glimpses of the flashback. So that's kind of a cool reveal. Like I said, the last thing I saw really, I was watching a little bit of the 5th episode, but the last thing I saw in the 4th episode is the prison guard goes pretty much crazy. He goes batshit crazy,
intense.
Yeah, and it's kind of, actually I love that scene because it's cool. Because, like, this whole time, the last couple episodes, he's been watching the video footage, right, of the prison. He's been watching all these video footage and seeing how the prison is. And then he kind of, like, at one point, he's, like, putting smiley faces on each TV screen.
Yeah.
But then it shows him kind of taking his gun, going out, and it shows each video screen him shooting up all the guards. Mm-hmm. So you're like, oh, that's a cool... I actually like the way they did that, because it's cool, like, you see all the chaos that's happening. And then, of course, it reveals, like, he goes into the warden's office where the Henry Deaver's at, and practically, I think he said something like, I'm ready to confess, or I'm ready to turn myself in, and he gets shot by the prison guards.
Yeah.
So and kills him. So that kind of what the last.
I think he said I'm ready to testify.
Yeah, I'm ready to testify.
Like, I'm ready. I want to testify, and then like right after that, he gets shot.
Which I'm still kind of curious about the whole thing because I'm like, I'm still think that he's kind of possessed by what's that actor's name? The kid.
Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård's character.
That's right?
Yes, Bill. It's not his brother Alex.
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård's character, who plays Pennywise in a new It movie. I'm still kind of.
So is this a prequel?
I don't think so.
No, I know. I'm kidding. But okay, so let's go all the way back to episode 1.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning.
All right.
So the premiere, the whole premise of the show.
Yes.
Follows the Henry Deaver, who was 8 years old when I believe he was 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he was a kid and he went missing. The town was looking for him. He was gone for 11 to 13 days.
I think it was 11 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then an officer found him. Was it Alan?
Alan, yeah.
Yeah, Alan Pangborn.
Pangborn.
I believe his name was. Yeah. So he finds Henry in the woods, unscathed.
Yeah.
Pretty much normal.
Yeah.
Returns him. He kind of almost becomes like a town hero in a sense. So while Henry went missing, they found Henry's dad, his adopted dad,
who's a pastor.
Yeah. They found him that he fell off a cliff or pushed off a cliff, and he's kind of on life support. So that'll kind of go back into what we were talking about with the girl later on.
And doesn't the town people kind of blame Henry Deaver for that? A lot of people blame him and look at him and like, oh, you're probably the one who did it or something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
So you have that portion of the character.
And another thing, I don't know if you mentioned it, they found him like 10 days after he was missing, and he had no sign of frostbite or anything.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of mysterious the way he was just left there. And
then okay, so you have that portion of the story. Then on the other hand, you have the prison.
Yeah.
And so this is Shawshank Penitentiary, same one that's in the Shawshank movies. They even make reference, They even make reference to the warden from the movie.
Yeah, who shot himself.
Yeah, and then you have basically Locke from Lost. I don't know, Terry O'Quinn. Is that
Terry O'Quinn? Yes, that's correct. That is correct.
I just know his Locke.
I know it's not Locke.
So he's now the current warden, and in the first episode, the kind of the big twist almost is that he puts a noose around his neck, ties it to a tree, and drives off the cliff and kills himself.
Yeah, that's probably one of the worst suicides I've seen. Like, even though this showed the image of him killing himself, still the thought of him literally going full speed off a cliff with a noose on his neck, kind of, it just really, gruesome.
Yeah,
very gruesome.
The first 5 minutes of freaking show, I was like, oh shit, okay.
That's like gruesome death, and I'm like, wow, okay.
So we have that. So now we have a new warden. It's a female warden. I'm not sure what her name was.
Yeah, she's actually the sister of John Cusack.
Okay, Anne Cusack.
It's not Joan.
I think it's Anne.
It might be Anne.
Okay. So now she takes over as being the warden, and so you start seeing. So they eventually they're looking for a different cell block that's been closed since a fire there.
Yes.
It's been closed for like 13 years or something like that. It's been a while. They go into this wing of the prison because they're like, why are they wasting all this space? Yeah. There's all these beds there.
Yeah. And
they find the character that we were speaking of earlier, the mysterious character played by Bill Skarsgård, and so they find him in there. He's kind of in a cage by himself, and they don't know why he's there. One thing they did notice when you first went down there was like a bucket of cigarettes. That does go missing when they go back down there and actually take him. So the original guards that find him, there was like a bucket of cigarettes, and then that's gone. Yeah. When they go back down there, so they get him out, and that's where we start kind of seeing some weird stuff. So they don't know what to do with him. It's kind of a PR nightmare on their hands because
new warden in town. They don't know how she's gonna be because of the fact she's a woman, and the fact that okay, so you just magically found this person just locked up in a cage, and we have this warden who killed himself. What can we make of this situation? Kind of thing. This town has gone to shit, pretty much.
She's trying to cover it up.
Yeah,
she really tried. Well, she tried. She really wanted to cover her up because she knows that's a bad image on the prison and all that. She's like kind of pretty much taking all the dirty laundry, I guess, from the last warden. You know, like she's kind of like it's kind of fallen in her lap, and she's trying to like understand. She understands this gets out in the media. It's bad for her. And it's bad for.
The prisoner won't talk. They ask him what his name was. The only thing he says is Henry Deaver. Yeah. Which we know that's not Henry Deaver. Yes. So that's kind of where the first episode leaves off. Then we go into the second episode, and that's the one where we kind of meet the real estate agent. Yeah. You kind of know something's off with her. Yeah. You get a little bit more background on the cop that kind of he's trying to help the prisoner because he feels bad for him.
You mean the prison guard?
Yeah, the prison guard. Yeah. So he's trying to help. He's trying to help Bill Skarsgård's character, which is still currently nameless. Yeah, they still
even now.
No, even after this fifth episode, they don't have a name for him. So I guess we'll call him the prisoner. Yeah,
that's pretty much.
They call him Shawshank Prisoner if you put subtitles on.
Okay, so we'll call him Shawshank Prisoner. All right. But so we kind of get that. We see Alan Pangborn, who's now living with Henry Deaver's mom. Yeah. And played by Sissy Spacek, which was the original Carrie from the Stephen King movie.
Pangborn is played by
the actor who plays Stick. I don't know his real name. Daredevil.
Oh man, I forgot his name. I know his name, but I forgot it.
So, like you were saying, though, business really starts picking up in episode 3.
Yes.
So that's where we start seeing that she has the ability where she can hear people's thoughts. So we find out that she murdered Henry Deaver's father. Yep.
Yes.
And then moving into episode 4.
Wait, pause.
Okay.
Okay. Can anyone explain to me, or can you guys explain to me the whole part when the cops came to visit her and whatnot? It's like, Henry's been missing. Do you know where he is? Blah, 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 blah. Has he said anything? Blah, blah, blah. And whatnot. Why was she, like, breathing out, like saying of the fact it's cold outside, so you can see, saw her breath, pretty much, afterwards.
So,
she was hiding her breath. Yeah. And then, like, afterwards, then she...
Maybe she could actually go to where he is. Maybe that's part of her powers.
Maybe.
Because he was in the cold. No, the girl.
The girl.
The girl has a connection. Well, you remember in the one scene...
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, she can feel what he feels at the same time. Because if you remember in the one scene, she goes, "Oh, I see you when you're, like, playing with yourself."
Oh, yeah,
it feels like fireworks.
That was freaking...
Yeah.
Like, I missed that part.
No, she did. She did. She did say that.
No joke. I know what you do when you're in your room by yourself. I know what you do. It feels like fireworks.
Cause baby, you're mine.
That's why I was texting you guys. I was like, dude, this is creepy as shit.
Well, I think honestly, it's not only the fact she actually thinks what she thinks herself, she actually feels everything from him too.
Yeah. Yes. So that's probably where the cold came from.
Yeah. Okay. Because they haven't explained it now. I was like, what? That's weird. But then she can hear people's thoughts, but I guess she can now feel their feelings, I guess.
Yeah, she's like literally connected. It's almost like
connect Professor Xavier.
Well, even more than that, because she can actually feel like maybe if he gets cut, she can feel the pain. If everything about it, she can actually.
Well, Professor X could feel like Nightcrawler's like fear when he was hiding in X2.
That's true, but it seems way more like she has some control over it. It's like she
definitely has no control over it. That's why she's a drug addict.
Yeah. Yes. Which, that's another thing they show, that she takes pills all the time. She's really erratic, very, But, I mean, like I said, I understand the reason she has these powers. I understand why she is the way she is.
So, the prisoner has officially had physical human contact with 3 people.
Yes. The prison guard.
He's had prison guard, his cellmate. No, he's never shaken Deaver's hand or anything.
No. He hasn't.
They've never touched. He did shake hands, he did have contact with the girl that can hear stuff, though. Yeah. But nothing happened to her, and nothing. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Wait a minute. In the next episode, in the last episode?
Yeah. So she touches his arm.
Okay.
And the first 2, we know something happened to.
Yeah.
So the first one, the guy came out with cancer.
Andrew Ivy's on.
What up, Andrew? But So we know that something happened to his cellmate. Yeah. He got cancer. He did fist bump with the inmate or the guard. I'm sorry, and he went crazy and killed everybody.
Well, you see, I think honestly though, like the prison guard was already going crazy before that. He seemed kind of like I think ever since he saw that image on the screen, because there's an image. I think I was thinking the first episode or the second episode, he saw an image of the Shawshank prisoner killing everybody in the prison, like all the guards.
That was the second one.
And it's the second one, right? And he kind of was like, he almost like, he was like going there trying to find the prisoner and all that. He kind of went a little bit crazy. And after that, he wasn't the same again. Mm-hmm. Because at first, it seems kind of funny though, because at first, and that's what I was asking the other day, because at first, the prison girl was like, because, Henry Deaver wanted him to testify and all. He was like, I'm not testifying. I got, my 401k. I got my health insurance here. If you find me a better job, but there ain't no better jobs out there, I ain't gonna
especially in that town.
In that town,
that town, it's either you work at the prison or that's it.
Yeah, exactly. So he was kind of like, no, I ain't gonna do anything. I'm just trying to tell you about the prison. That's it. You're on your own. But then after the third and fourth episode, he's like, oh yeah, we gotta get, we gotta get him out of there. Blah blah blah. He's a really very
trying to help him and be more supportive.
More supportive, but it seemed kind of weird. He was almost putting himself in risk of losing his job or losing more than that. So it just seemed kind of like he became possessed by him.
Right. Yeah.
It just seemed a little more. He became more and more possessed, and that's why.
So in the new episode, we learn a little bit of backstory from Alan and Henry's mom.
Yeah.
Where Alan buys her a chess set. So it's made of ivory or some tusks from elephants or something like that. And so he's looking at it in the present because they show a flashback of him buying it and giving it to her. And something seems to be off with it. Then we see one of the pieces somehow is in the real estate home where the prisoner was staying the night because he's now out of prison.
Yeah.
So they've released him from prison now. And so what's weird about that is we see that and it's almost on like a bridge.
Yeah.
Which, sorry Pete, spoiler, Henry Deaver's mom jumps off of a bridge. Doesn't die. She's in the hospital right now. But so we almost look like that character was his mom on the bridge because you know how in the real estate agent they have like a map of the city?
Yeah.
Like they made like a map of the city? Yeah. And so like where it jumped is like that's where the piece is.
Okay.
So now is that something where he can touch something that someone else has physically touched and communicate with them through that? Was that him? Was that something different?
I mean, I think he can because the fact if you remember, because sorry again, Pete.
Yeah, sorry.
But there's a scene at the house when he's out of the prison at night when he goes to the house and just creepily sits there while like a family is getting like celebrating their kid's birthday, and they're cutting the cake and whatnot. They place the knife down, and he just looks at the knife. And next thing you know, you don't see anything. The camera focuses on him, but everything around in that house went batshit crazy.
Yeah.
You talking about the kid?
Now, was that a flashback?
No, that was.
Or that was real time.
That was real time.
Okay. You're talking about the prisoner.
Yeah.
Yes.
The prisoner just literally walked in someone's house, creepy as shit, sat down, saw a family was cutting birthday cake and whatnot, and put the knife down, and like was looking at it, and next thing you know, the camera follows him up to where he goes upstairs and goes onto the roof, just to hangs out, and you hear nothing but like yelling, screaming, stabbing sounds, and all that kind of stuff going on in the house.
I think he drives people crazy. I think he has that power. I don't know if he's a devil himself, because they say, oh, he's a devil. I think he actually drives people insane kind of thing.
They did reveal that he hasn't aged.
Yes.
So that was the one thing. They did reveal he hasn't aged. So he's looked exactly the same since he was locked in that cage for the 20-something years he's been in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he has a one-on-one scene at the very end of the episode with Alan. They're in the woods together. And Alan goes, he's basically like, hey, I basically made a promise to the old warden that, that we would take care of the devil and stuff like that. And he goes, like, if you're not the devil, who the hell are you? And he goes, because I've gotten old and you haven't aged a day. And so it kind of ends off there, but so it kind of looks like he might kill him, but then he said like, I know something's wrong with your wife or Henry's mom, and he goes, I can save her, and that's how the episode ends.
Okay.
So
it's almost like, but he can talk, he can communicate. I mean, we know he can talk, but he actually comprehends what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I seen it was just talking about gibberish at first. from it seemed like the first episode or so. So now it seems kind of he's coherent on what's going on and around the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I have a question is, what happened to the point where the chick who worked for the real estate agent was just in the guy's bed, moseying around and whatnot, and then
he walks up butt naked?
Butt ass naked. And was like,
yeah.
Okay.
And then they're just like, oh, okay, we're just going to go get high now.
Wait,
yeah,
what happened?
It was a weird cut of scenes right there. But we did get a really cool reveal there.
Yeah.
About the character Jackie. So she's actually the niece of the character Jack Nicholson plays in The Shining.
Yeah.
Which is an awesome reveal.
So that's not even her real name. She only goes by that because she says it pisses her family off because it reminds her of Jack Nicholson's character.
So do you think you're gonna see by the end of the season you're gonna see a lot more reveals about like different Stephen King stories?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be more interconnected. How cool would it be if we find out that Sissy Spacek's character is actually Carrie?
That would be pretty badass.
Yeah,
well, no, but
that would be
it can't be possible because she died in the movie.
But did she?
But, I mean, Stephen King.
Anything's possible.
That is true.
Like Kevin Garnett.
Oh.
Anything is possible. So Andrew said Fantasy Football Magazine had Eli Manning as a sleeper. LOL, haha. I would actually pick up the guy that's going to be he's been handing the ball off to. Saquon Barkley. I don't know if Eli's numbers are necessarily going to go up because of that, but I know he's probably going to have a pretty good year.
Yeah.
Also, he asked if we've seen the new Mission Impossible and our thoughts. I would love to answer that. Chris has seen it like
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times?
3 times. I actually have a story about this.
So, wait a minute. Is this the best Mission Impossible movie then?
Yes.
Okay.
More stunts, a lot more action. The first 10 minutes of the movie are amazing. And I'll just start off with this. I went to go see it for this past Sunday, with my parents. We were like, oh, we're going to get IMAX seats. We got our seats reserved. When I got there, sat in the seats, movie didn't start. 30 minutes later, oh, this looks like the show has been canceled. We're going to have to give you guys refunds.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That has happened to me twice this year. Went to go see Rampage and that crap happened. Went to go see Mission Impossible.
Where'd you watch it at?
AMC.
Which one?
The one in the mall.
Did they at least give you
in Sarasota, right?
Yeah.
Like a ticket to come back?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
See, I thought that's a pretty good movie theater, though. It has a bar and all that stuff.
Yeah, it has a bar, has everything you need right there. It doesn't have, like, lean back seats or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it has everything.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that happens. Especially when you've shown the movie
that's like
the day
a dollar
before.
Theater shit. That's like you find that in a dollar theater. That's like it's so funny. We used to have a dollar theater over here in Port Charlotte, right back in the day. And I remember this is way back in the day when Speed was on, and they like literally in the middle of the movie they stopped the movie. They couldn't even freaking finish the movie because they like the film broke or whatever. I mean, I can understand a dollar movie, but AMC or Regal, no.
For an IMAX movie at that, we paid like $16 a ticket.
That's just crap.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's what that is.
That is ridiculous.
So pretty much I went home and watched it a different way. So we will explain how that happened.
Yeah, well,
Chris King's Video Library, man.
What are you talking about? We don't.
So Andrew, I know that wasn't like a full review. We did review it last week's episode or the 2 weeks episode.
Last week's episode we reviewed it and then actually put a video review up.
So go check the page. We do have 2 other places you can get a full review on it. But from what he said,
it's awesome.
Yeah, best Mission Impossible
Best Mission Impossible ever.
Thanks, Andrew, for commenting.
Everybody, make sure you watch Castle Rock. We will be talking about episode 6 next week.
Yeah, and I'm gonna catch up too, so we're all caught up.
So the movie, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up, both.
2 thumbs up.
Both.
We'll go 6.
6.
I never even seen
it. I didn't see it, but
he sold me on it. So, there were some new indie games that came out this week?
Yes.
Actually, it's a very heavy indie game week.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
Because they don't want to get in the way holiday.
Yeah, but they should have seen what else was coming out and maybe space their games a little bit more. Even though they're kind of all different genres.
I mean, let's think about it. Every game from September till end of October, I mean, it's big hits.
Yeah. It's pretty much week after week. It don't stop.
Well, it's kind of almost like the holiday season is around the corner, and it's not around the corner, but this is a time when they throw.
Yeah, video games usually start September. It started a little early this year.
Yeah.
Because for the indie games we got this week, we have Overcooked 2, which I'm stoked about. I can't wait to play it.
Oh, wait a minute! We were playing Overcooked 1.
That was Overcooked 1.
Oh,
this is Overcooked 2 that came out.
Damn.
The biggest part of it that I'm excited about is online multiplayer.
Yes, online multiplayer.
Because the first game, if you've ever played the game single player, not fun.
No.
Because you have to switch back and forth between two different cooks, and there's no help to it. So it makes it really.
Let's talk about a story that happened a few weeks ago. So
this game breaks friendships, by the way.
Oh no, dude.
Oh man, no,
breaks families.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ann and I were playing it the other day, like it was a couple weeks ago, right?
Yep.
And his daughter Avery, she's only 4. We're all like, she played it before with So Anthony was like, "Oh, let's go play Overcooked. Come on, Ace, let's play Overcooked and all that." So we started playing Overcooked and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, in the middle of the game, she starts trolling me.
So hardcore too.
She starts trolling me bad.
All she did, she wasn't even helping. She was just hitting him the whole time, knocking him across the screen. It's so funny.
I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't even help you out, man. You were doing it by yourself and all that. You're cooking it by yourself. I was like trying to cook something, and she kept on trolling me.
Oh man, dude, definitely my daughter.
Oh man, I'm like, what the hell?
Wait till she gets older.
Oh my god! And she's laughing about it too. She was like, ha 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 ha. She kept saying she was having a kick about it, man.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, so that game is definitely multiplayer awesomeness,
yes.
And I can't wait to play the second. I have it. I pre-ordered it. I have it. I just haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Do you have it on your Switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when you're gonna get it on your Switch, right?
Yeah, I pre-ordered it on Switch. I already got it.
So she can troll me in that game too, right?
Of course.
Oh,
so the two other games, one was Flipping Death from Zoink Studios. If you haven't played any of their games before, they're mostly known for Stick It to the Man, which I thought was awesome. And so this game's kind of similar, and but you basically can flip the world from the living to the dead. So
that's
you
cool.
go back and forth. But their games are very like tongue-in-cheek humor, and I don't want to say cartoony, more like. It's cartoony, but it's more comic booky.
Yeah.
And that looks really fun, and it looks similar. It's a point and click adventure kind of game.
Okay.
And then the third one was Dead Cells, which got really good reviews.
Yes.
A really good plagiarized review from IGN.
Sorry, IGN.
Yeah. So they actually, I don't know the whole story. I just know that IGN put up an apology. They fired their writer. He allegedly plagiarized his review from YouTube.
Yeah.
And or from a YouTube channel, and that was it. So don't plagiarize, people.
Yeah. Don't do
it. Write your own stuff. Play the games for yourself.
Was it point of it. Do you know if it was a famous writer or not a famous writer, but one of the guys?
He was on a podcast. I don't know what his name was.
I don't remember his name, but like
it's pretty big. So IGN is a pretty big.
I don't know how something like that happens at IGN. Like, how did the editors not catch that?
They get freelancers and stuff like that, and so probably. They just didn't catch it.
Yeah, but still, editor should, or somebody like
somebody should have caught it. But let's say the fact, like, I mean, how often did Ant, you read my reviews? How often did you go back and like be like, oh, I wonder if you got this from somewhere else?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was.
But we didn't get paid. For this.
Yeah, we weren't really getting paid. So
if we're getting paid, that's a totally different subject.
We were getting free copies from the developers, which was nice, and so it was kind of we scratch your back, or I'll scratch your back, you scratch my back kind of deal.
Yeah.
Where we would sit down, but like I always had kind of like a rule with that, with everybody when they were writing their reviews was at least play the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just like write a review off of like watching a video online because that's not the experience readers want to read.
No. Exactly.
No matter if it's good or bad, just put it up. But Dead Cells kind of like a side-scrolling, hard as hell game.
Metroidvania, right?
Yes, but it's
kind of Dark Souls-ish.
It's like Dark Souls meets Castlevania kind of thing. But it's like if you die once, you have to start the game all over again. Yeah. It's a permadeath.
And
so
that's ridiculous.
But then, when you start over, you can rebuild your ways and how you go a different way about it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, okay, maybe I should go this way about it, and then if you die, then you'd be like, okay, maybe I should go this way with it, kind of a thing.
So you go right straight back to the beginning?
Yes.
I think Beginning or beginning of the level? I thought it was beginning of the level.
Maybe beginning of the level, right?
I'd look it up, but I think it's all the way back to the beginning of the whole game.
Well, I think you lose. No,
check it out before you purchase it, because I think it's.
I thought it was beginning of the level, because if it was beginning of the level, then I'd be like, okay, I don't mind buying it then.
Yeah, but if it's beginning of the game,
I don't think. Well, there has to be a catch because the reviewers like gave it 9.7. I think anything that does that to you would be like screw that game.
Because people love Dark Souls, and that game's like brutal, man.
Hard as shit.
Yeah, if you ever played Dark Souls, that game is brutal.
It'll take you 20 minutes just to beat like one guy, and he's like probably just a minion.
Oh my god.
So there is another game that came out this week.
Oh, Madden?
Yes. Madden!
Madden!
The actually not full, but like the actual standard edition comes out Friday, but the Hall of Fame edition came out Tuesday. Yes.
What'd you get it on? PlayStation?
Of course PlayStation, come on.
Well, I know EA Access on Xbox gives it to you a little early.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't have Xbox anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense why you got it on that system.
And also, as well, it came back to PC this year.
Yes, that which is awesome.
Yes.
It should come on a Switch.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to do that.
No.
It should be on Switch.
It should definitely be on Switch.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I want Madden to go. I want to be able to play Madden.
Did you play PSP Madden on the go?
No, was it terrible?
Probably was. I don't remember it.
So is there anything new about this game?
I mean, it's Madden.
Yeah, the rosters. It's Saquon, baby.
Okay, you know what? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand why every year somebody has to buy Madden. Okay.
As someone who's bought Madden every year since probably I was 16.
I think I stopped around 9 or 10. I think I stopped about those years, buying it every year.
Well, here's the thing, though. I understand if you take your old game, sell it, and buy the new game. I can get it, and I don't.
I'll buy my shit.
Yeah, but you don't get it. Like, you don't get much value if you wait that long.
Yeah, no. Like, even when we were working at GameStop, like, guys would be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna trade this in towards the new one."
$5.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Though. What's the point of having all them, like, buying Madden?
Did they change the engine this year for the animations and stuff?
Still Frostbite.
So it's still running Frostbite.
Yeah.
So what was the big emphasis this year? Wide receivers.
It's more fluid.
Okay.
Like everything's a lot more fluid as far as like when you're doing like juke moves or when you're passing the ball, and it's actually a lot harder to even run the ball because defenses are like.
Well, that's good because I always thought running was a lot easier in the new console Maddens. I always thought like I could run the ball all day long, no matter even who my running back was.
No, yeah, I can't run the ball at all now.
So you know what's funny? I was actually playing I think Madden 18 the other day, and I was the Jets and he was the Patriots. Now they have a thing where you can actually like have equal like it equals the way.
It's it's like part of Ultimate Team. It's like God, can't think of it right now. I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, the Patriots were 90-something, the Jets were 77, but actually, there's a mode where they're both, like, in an even playing field. So, I was playing that. So, I beat him with the Jets, right? Mm-hmm. But pretty much I was running the ball a lot, and nobody was really stopping me. It just kind of felt like...
No, this one feels like it's hard to run. I have not broke out a 20-yard game yet, and I've played probably maybe 10 games.
Well, it makes sense. You see, and that's what I'm saying. It makes sense, too, because I felt it is easy to run in Madden.
Yeah.
You need to have a little more reason to throw the ball, have a better strategy in offense and all that. And I felt like I was kind of like not even doing too much. My offense wasn't really anything special and all that, and I ended up beating him. So I just felt like that was one thing that I noticed.
That's cool, but I still would rather play the teams at their real skill level.
Yeah,
but you see, that's the thing though. Like, why would I, as a
because you're a Jets fan? That's
like,
why you want to be out there.
Why would I want to buy that game?
Because if
my team sucks.
Because it's even sweeter when you beat teams like the Patriots.
But there's no way I'm gonna beat team with that team.
You can.
You can.
You just gotta be skillful.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta be really good at it.
Or you put on rookie and be like a little bitch and just play that way.
So do you? How do you play, Chris? Do you do online? Do you do a season?
I do.
Create a character.
I do season. No, franchise. I do franchise, kind of like on my own. Sometimes we do one with friends, and then I also do Ultimate Team.
Okay.
Ultimate Team is kind of where it's at, to be honest with you, but you have to start early, or you're going to get like wrecked.
Speaking of the Patriots fan that you beat the other day, what's up, Matt?
Hey, Matt!
Oh, man.
Not trying to rub it in. I'm just saying. That's what happened.
No, but they have also squads. I don't know if you heard about that.
No, what's that?
Pretty much like Ultimate Team squads. This is 3 of us here. So in fact, you have your own Ultimate Team. Pete, you have yours. I have mine. It'll take the best players out of those and put them in a team together. We'll all 3 of you on a team.
We'll that's cool.
Another
Co-op?
3. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. You can play against computer or you can play against other people.
Have they gotten to 11 versus 11 yet?
No. I don't think anyone wants to play offensive line.
I'll play offensive line.
I mean...
Well, you know what they should do, and I always thought this? Why don't they do rotating positions?
What do you mean?
Like, why don't they do rotating positions? Like, one play I play this position, then I move to the next position.
Yeah, you can do that.
No, I know, but then you can do 11 on 11, and then everyone would rotate positions.
Oh, God. No, that won't work. Because people would be like, oh, no, I want to
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I'll play offensive line, dude, because how awesome would it be to pancake somebody?
Well, you can do that as a fullback.
No, oh, sure. I'll be a fullback, too. I'll be anybody, dude. Dude, if I could go in there and let's say, you're playing as, whatever. You have, like, J.J. Watt, dude. And I'm just completely owning your ass every single play, dude. Just pancake. Dude, you know how much shit you could talk at the end of that game?
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, that would be a lot of shit.
Dude, not only that, man, but you could open up some, like, lanes for, like, your running back, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I honestly, like, I don't
mean, it's
really...
not a bad idea. I can do that now with, like, the fact of playing wide receiver.
That's probably, though, what you were saying, though, that's probably is the...
I'll be right back. I'm going to cook something.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions for us?
What's up, Jared Lee?
Jared!
Nope. So, let's talk about T.O. in the Hall of Fame.
T.O.!
Whiny little bitch? Yeah, okay. All right.
You said it.
Yeah.
No, should T.O. have been a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yes.
From on the field stats.
Yes.
On the field stats, yes. How he is overall, no.
No, his personality or the way he reacts to stuff, no.
Was Randy Moss a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Yes.
What's the difference?
You know, that's a good question, actually, because they're not that much difference from each other. I think
Randy Moss is a whole lot more popular because back in when I was growing up, when we were playing football and whatnot, if you caught a ball over someone, they got mossed. That was.
They still actually call it that in real life.
Yeah.
Or not real life, but you know what I mean. Like on TV. Yeah.
So like pretty much we that's what I grew up knowing is the fact that Randy Moss is a beast. I wasn't growing up feeling like, oh my God, T.O. is amazing.
Yeah, but T.O. that 1 year, man, in Philadelphia, he had a...
But even that 1 year in Philadelphia was nothing compared to Moss's 1 year in New England, dude.
Or even like all the years in Minnesota. That
1 year in New England, I think, cemented him as a first ballot Hall of Famer. Didn't he have something like 20-something touchdowns that year?
Yeah.
Like, that's the year Brady had over 50 touchdowns.
Yeah, but that's because of Brady and T.O. I mean, not Brady and Moss, like... playing the same team, man.
Ridiculous. I would have to say the headliner of the class, though, is Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree.
That's
a hell of a class, though, by the way.
That is a hell of a class.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you also have Brian Urlacher in there.
Yeah.
Who's ridiculous as well.
Which I'm surprised he...
And Brian Dawkins.
Was that his first ballot? Or he was second ballot?
Urlacher?
Yeah. I mean, I believe he should have been a first.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the only thing that keeps him away from that is his injuries. He is really injured.
Well, that was only really towards the end of his career, though. Yeah. Which, I mean, a lot of guys kind of go through that towards the end of their career.
You're a linebacker, I mean, look at Luke Kuechly. When he gets older,
well, he's already getting injured.
Yeah.
Kuechly,
I gotta admit, man, what is up with the Bears always getting great middle linebackers?
Well, Kuechly's not on the Bears.
No, I'm talking about all
you're talking about from, like, Singletary.
Yeah, Dick Butkus.
Dick Butkus, Urlacher.
They have 4 Hall of Famers.
Lance Briggs wasn't a middle linebacker, but he's a hell of a linebacker, too.
Yeah. Like Hall of Famers.
I don't know who's on the linebacking core right now. The Bears kind of suck right now.
Well, yeah.
I mean, heck, they had Mike Glennon, which was Bucks quarterback, backup quarterback.
But we had Josh Johnson last year.
Really?
Yeah, for preseason.
Oh,
so here's a question, guys. Do you think T.O. was right the way he reacted? Not going to the...
No, I think that proves the reason why. Yeah. He's not a...
I agree. Yeah, I totally agree.
Look at other players. I can say the fact, Shannon Sharp, third ballot. Really?
Yeah, he's probably one of the best tight ends ever.
Really?
Yeah, that is true.
Third ballot? Really?
I mean, he doesn't have the same stats as Tony Gonzalez.
No.
But I feel that he was a better blocker than Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can't just look at receptions, yards, touchdowns. Sometimes you also, especially with the tight end, you have to look at what they can pull. They can, if they can lay out a block, if they can chip.
Yeah.
Like, that's all stuff goes in there. Jason Witten's a guy that does all that, too. That will probably be a first ballot Hall of Famer or, in the first couple years.
Couple years, yeah.
I mean, I just feel...
I hate Jason Witten. By the way. I don't get it. Slowest guy I've ever seen play football, the guy's always open. How the hell is that possible?
Because they leave him open because they're like, oh, he's slow as shit. We can tackle him, no problem.
Well, man, they're playing...
I don't even get it.
Well, he's playing with Des Bryant, so they had to cover Des Bryant all the time.
Who the hell's covering Des Bryant?
Who?
Yeah, no one ain't got to cover him. He's garbage.
Well, now he is. He was pretty good before.
I mean, come on. He's about to sign with the Browns. Are you serious?
But that's bad attitude. He had an attitude problem. I mean,
I think the attitude problem in Dallas stems down from the owner.
Yeah,
because the owner's an idiot.
Yeah, he is. And also going to think...
I'm surprised Andrew Abbey hasn't comment yet.
Dez also
He's trashing his team right now.
Dez also is like pretty much a hothead. He won't adapt to anything. Look at the fact, like, I can remember saying when Shannon Sharp got older, he adapted to like new routes and whatnot.
Yeah.
So he can do that. Larry Fitzgerald now playing the slot receiver instead of playing the number one receiver.
Yeah.
Dez is not fast.
Can we stop for a second and talk about how amazing Larry Fitzgerald is?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
he's amazing.
Amazing. Dude, the
first ballot?
Oh, I think so, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's a question.
He has a great attitude, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Great team player.
Team player.
Never hear anything complaints about him.
Did he just resign with a team that's garbage?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's... You know what? I always feel that there's a special place for guys that'll stay with their team through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Unlike some people in the NBA who, don't stick with their team through
LeBron!
thick and thin. I'm not going to say any names, But I always feel like there's a special... There's like a special thing when a guy sees he gets drafted by a team, stays through a team, even when they're terrible, stays with that team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they can go off. They can go win championships elsewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you feel bad for guys like Brett Favre or Peyton Manning that were basically pushed out of there. Brett wanted to still play. He still could play.
Yeah.
Peyton still wanted to play. He could still play. They went with Andrew Luck.
I mean, but you understand why. You understand why they did that. The teams did that.
Please explain to me why the Colts did that, because Colts are garbage. They're hot trash.
He was good in the first couple of years, and then freaking he got injured. You couldn't predict.
1 year.
Yeah, he was good 1 year.
He's still better than RG3, though. I mean, I'm sorry.
Well, you're going off that one draft.
You're going after one draft. And
we'll see this year when he comes back. We'll see how good Andrew Luck is.
The only thing good about Andrew Luck is his Twitter page.
What's up with his Twitter page?
Oh, bro, his Twitter page is hilarious. Dude, he writes like he's like a sea captain. And oh my god, it's so funny, dude. Maybe it's not his. Maybe it's a parody account. But dude, it's like it's like he's writing like a memento home. And he's like, "Mother, today the team like signed like dude, it's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's called Captain Andrew Luck. Oh my god, it is awesome. It's definitely better than his football skills. I'll tell you that.
I'll be honest though, I think Andrew Luck gets bad rap because he has nobody with him right now. He has no team really. They got like what?
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore is old.
He had Ahmed Bradshaw.
Ahmed Bradshaw's old.
He had Dante Moncrief or Moncrief.
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's wide receiver.
Dude, really good wide receiver.
That's probably it. He doesn't have no offensive line.
He doesn't have many more.
No.
He also had Pierre Garçon.
Oh, Pierre Garçon was good.
And then when Pierre Garçon left, that's when the team went to hell.
Yeah, he has no offensive line too.
No, yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm sorry. But you know what, though? The Colts actually might be good really soon.
No, not in that division. Not in that division.
Dude, they have 4.
Dude, that division is the Jaguars, who are now badass. The Texans, who now that Deshaun Watson will be back, will be badass. And the Titans, who with Mariota are going to be badass. Dude, they are going to be the worst team in that division for a couple years, at least.
That's possible, definitely.
Yeah.
That is going to happen.
The Jaguars should run that division.
Yeah.
But, again, their quarterback's hot trash, too, so we'll see.
I mean, as long as he can keep them in a game and pass the ball to Leonard Fournette, then I think
Leonard Fournette's the guy that's making the plays of that team. Yeah, so yeah, dude.
To be honest, they should have actually gone to the Super Bowl. It should have been them.
It should have been.
But
I bet you they would have won too.
No, they wouldn't have won.
Yeah, they would actually play defense.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because I can tell you there was no defense being played in that Super Bowl.
I don't understand how Dan Patricia got a job.
What's up, Shauna?
What's up, Shauna? I don't understand Dan Patricia got a job over there at the Lions.
Detroit?
Yeah, when
Pete, who are you talking about here? We're talking about the Lions. The Lions made Matthew Stafford the highest paid quarterback, and you're worrying about the coach?
I
mean, look at the fact of, like, who was that one Patriots guy decided, like, oh, I'm going to be the head coach over here, but, last second, I'm going to stay with the Patriots.
Josh McDaniels?
Yeah.
Who did he screw over?
He did.
It wasn't not
Colts.
Denver. It was Colts, yeah.
Yeah, it was Colts. He screwed over. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be your head coach.
See,
and then, like,
he saw what I saw. Hot trash.
No, he saw Bill Belichick like, hey, son, I need you to stay here for a couple more years. Until Tom leaves.
Oh, that's going to be a problem, too.
But, yeah, great class all around. Urlacher, T.O., Moss, Ray Lewis, Brian Dawkins.
So, you'll say Ray Lewis is the best out of that class?
Oh, yeah. Hands down, dude.
Hands down. His speech was amazing.
I heard it lasted an hour long.
I heard Dawkins had a really good speech.
Yeah. I mean, Ray Lewis's speech was long. I mean, the man can preach for a long time.
But he's definitely the best middle linebacker in this probably that generation.
And absolutely. He was the best defensive player of that generation.
Yeah.
Like I would even.
I mean, hell, man, that defense was probably one of the best in that generation too.
From the late '90s when he was drafted in all the way up through his whole entire career. Yeah. He was a cornerstone of that defense. That defense was always probably a top 5 defense.
Yeah. And he knew how to amp it up the defense as well.
And now
high school players now,
No, I'm so sorry.
High school players now, even when I was playing high school football, we would do his dance coming out.
Yeah.
And get riled up and whatnot because he knew how to amp up the crowd. He knew how to amp up the team.
Yeah.
And get everyone on his back and be like, hey, yeah, let's do this. Let's go. Because there's no freaking way in hell that Joe Flacco is going to do that. So, yeah.
If I had a little more room in this room, I would have you do the dance right now.
For real.
But not enough room in here.
All right, guys. Any other thoughts?
No, I just can't wait till we can actually start talking about some real football. Preseason start this week.
Oh, yeah. This week.
Yep, this week, tomorrow.
And, guys, once season starts, we're going to actually do our own picks each week.
And you guys can follow along with us.
And, show us your picks and all that. We'll see who's the winner and all that. I think we should put some sort of bet, honestly. By the end of the year, we should see who are...
What do you want to put on the line, Pete?
I don't know, man.
Who Smash Brothers?
No. I think we should.
That's way too much.
No, our football picks. So we need to do
who wins. The loser's good to buy that person Smash.
A little trophy,
or an amiibo. His collection right here.
What do you think?
We'll come up with something.
We'll come up with something, guys.
Throw us your ideas.
Yeah,
actually,
for real.
Give us your ideas of what we can get the winner for the football picks.
Right.
That'd be interesting.
That will be real interesting.
So let's move on to. Nothing.
Black screen.
Black screen of death.
Epic fail.
So what's supposed to be here is Smash Brothers.
Yes.
Don't know what happened to it. Maybe it didn't save. Who knows? So anyways, they had a Smash Direct today.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Kind of a lot of information. So much so that
Is it though?
It was. Enough so that I said we should make this our main topic, which we did. I want to get your opinion, Chris, first, because me and Pete being your resident Nintendo marks.
Yeah.
The Nintendo fanboys over here.
Yes.
All right. My opinion is this is a lot of crap. Not crap. Sorry. A lot of detailed things crammed together in one game. This is ridiculous. How in the heck, I'm thinking that the fact that this game is probably more than likely Smash Bros. Wii U Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
That's honestly what I think. I think the fact after the Wii U version came out and it came out with all DLC, they're like, okay, you know what? Switch is going to be coming out. We're going to be building it. Let's add on all these things, 900 songs and all this crap over, how many characters? Over 100?
No, it's 67 characters as of now.
But then they have Echo characters?
No,
that's including Echo characters.
Oh, that is including Echo.
Yeah, 67 characters as of now.
Is that including each one of the Koopa kids?
Well, no, it's included. Yeah, that's not including the Koopa kids. So you can, but they're kind of. It's the same thing.
I'm saying
they're clone characters.
Yeah, but it's 67 characters with all the Echo characters, and I mean,
is there even a fighting game though that's close to that?
No.
Roster wise, what was the biggest Marvel vs. Capcom roster?
I think it was 50 something. I want to say it's close, but it wasn't.
Jeez.
I think
that's even huge. Though.
Yeah,
like,
Marvel's Capcom 2 is like 50.
Need that much?
I want to say it's somewhere around there.
Does anyone really need that much? Honestly, really?
Yeah.
You can play through every single 67.
Yeah, why not?
No, Pete plays with 3 characters. That's it. Three
characters.
characters. That's it. He'll only pick 3 characters.
Wait a minute. What 3 characters you talking
Mega Man, Roy, and
no, Marth.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, he even had to correct me because so you play with Marth, Mega Man, and that's it.
Pit.
And Pit. There you go. 3
No, I play
characters.
Captain Falcon too, and Ganondorf.
Oh, so 5.
Yes.
So out of the 67 characters, he'll play as 5.
Wait a minute. I like Snake. I can play Snake.
When was the last time you played Snake?
Back in the Wii, man. That's the game he was on.
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't in the last one. So.
I'm trying to think what other characters to play besides them. No, I actually like Ryu and like the DLC character.
Of course you play as Ryu.
Of course I will play as
Ryu.
Because I like Street Fighter.
Exactly.
Man. Why are you hating? And
So honestly, Smash Brothers first started out as a celebration of Nintendo's history.
Yeah.
And it's now become a celebration of early video game history.
Yes.
With all the characters they've added.
Yeah, because I don't understand any of what just happened on screen like today. I was like, oh, that's a new character. Oh, that's a new character. Oh, that's a new character. I was like, oh, okay. So I have no idea what any of these characters are.
I'm gonna say that I know this is pretty bold, but this is their best single game direct they've ever done.
You know what? I agree with you.
And I'm talking about just focus on one game, not you know a whole direct where they're announcing like 8 different games.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about one single game. This is definitely the best direct they've ever done for a single game. The pacing of it, amazing. There was no real boring parts of it.
Yeah.
Now they've done Smash Direct before, and basically E3 was a Smash Direct, and that was boring as shit. Yeah. 25 minutes of Smash, and it was like, why are you showing this at E3? Now, if this was the trailer at E3, I would have been loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking at E3. They're like, oh yeah, and if you press right on the D-pad, you'll do this kind of a move now. Like, but dude, we're at E3, bro.
They did that a little bit though in this one. A little bit.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, no.
Not like... And plus, when you tuned in, you knew what you were watching.
Yeah.
We're at E3, we're like, give us new games, give us new games.
Where's Metroid?
Yeah.
Nowhere to be found! Shit!
You know what's funny, though? I always feel like Nintendo, like, never, like, takes E3, like, they don't take that seriously.
They've had good E3 outings, though. That's the problem.
Last year was a good E3 outing.
Yeah, last year was amazing. Even the year when it was just Zelda... That was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when they first showed Zelda for the first time, I was like, oh my god, this looks amazing.
But then
now that was a game specific one, but I still think this Smash was better than even the Zelda reveal. I felt like the Zelda reveal went a little too long too.
Yeah.
Did it though?
I mean, it was like 45, 50 minutes for just Zelda. That's a lot.
I mean, I'm talking about when it first showed.
Oh no! I'm talking about like the E3 showing of it when that was the only game they brought to E3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I thought that went a little long.
No, this was definitely the perfect direct because the first introduction was amazing.
Yeah.
So it shows like Luigi going to this dark castle and all that.
And what's up with Nintendo murdering their characters? Keep going, but we already seen Ridley impales Mario earlier this year, and now
so Luigi goes into this dark castle, this spooky castle, and he's kind of in the whole Luigi's Mansion kind of mode. He has a vacuum and all that, so he sees like this mummy kind of out. He sees Medusa, he sees Frankenstein, and you're like, okay, what's going on here, right? You know, you see all these, and then you see Death, and Death practically just snatches his soul, like cuts him. Like, well, I mean, it doesn't show him he cuts him, but he hits him with a scythe and then snatches his soul. So it pretty much kills Luigi. And you're like, holy crap. And then out of nowhere, you see this Morning Star mace hit Death right in the face, and then boom, reveal is Simon Belmont from Castlevania. Boom! So you're like, holy shit. And it's funny, too, because I'm a big Castlevania fan back in the day, right? And I've always said the only thing they're missing from Smash Bros. Was Simon Belmont. And you can attest to that, because I said it so many times, and lo and behold, Simon Belmont is finally in Smash Bros. Amazing. Okay? It's such an awesome video, too, because it shows, and he looks like he fits right into the game.
Yep.
Like, all his movesets and everything fits exactly in the game.
I love that he has the holy water and the axe, and all the stuff from the game.
And the cross and all that.
His special is his Smash Well,
The one where it puts you in the coffin?
Yeah.
That
That
one,
was cool.
That, yeah, it was really cool. It was like the cross something.
I think what's even cooler was his stage, which is Dracula's castle, which is all spooky as hell too. And it shows you actually they have what was it, the stage what do you call that? Stage
morphing?
Not stage morphing, stage threats or stage
stage hazards.
Hazards. So it shows stage hazards, which is actually all the boss or some of his bosses from the Castlevania games. It shows like Frankenstein monster, the mummy, the werewolf, Medusa, and it kind of changes, I guess.
And so there was a secret one that it's Kid Dracula from the Game Boy one. If you look at the Game Boy game, it fits perfectly into the mold of it. So it's going to be Kid Dracula, the secret one.
But I don't think it doesn't sound like that spooky, that character.
No, it'll probably be hilarious though.
But yeah,
you know Smash, dude. They always got to throw comedy in there with it. It wouldn't be if it was just spooky. It wouldn't be the same feel. They have to throw a little comedy, and not only that, but it's like they always throw like little tidbits of history in there.
Yeah, but it was an amazing kind of display of the game. It shows like all the different hazards they have. Even if you fight Dracula himself. And
then just as fitting, the Echo character from Symphony of the Night is
Richter.
Yep, Richter Belmont,
which is cool. I think he's a much more a modern day kind of look to him and all that. So like in if you ever play Rondo of Blood, yeah, that's an excellent game. So it's really cool they showed him too. And actually the assist trophy is Alucard, which would have been cool if he actually was a playable.
I think Alucard should have been a playable character.
He should have been.
Because Nintendo, like Smash Brothers, has a lot of great characters. They don't have enough villains. I always feel like that's an issue.
Well, Alucard is not a villain.
There's way more. No. But I would like to see Dracula playable, maybe.
Yeah.
I just feel that I feel like it's very heavy hero based, and then not enough villains.
Yeah.
But it's still a cool. It's still a cool reveal. It would have been cool if Alucard played him. Was a playable character. Maybe I understand because the fact is Symphony of the Night was actually in PlayStation and not Nintendo, so maybe that's why.
Yeah, but Snake is in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And Richter was like Symphony of the Night was PlayStation.
And you can probably get
Richter,
big bosses as Echo
Richter you played in
Rondo of Blood?
No, Super Nintendo, also Dracula X.
Dracula X, okay.
Yeah, that's on Super Nintendo. But overall, though, it was a real cool reveal, and they showed some other stuff, too, in Smash
Brothers. Let's keep going with assist trophy, since you mentioned that. So, which is really cool for the indie community, Shovel Knight is an assist trophy.
Yes.
Which is that's really awesome. The moon from Majora's Mask, which looks ridiculous.
It looks like an atomic bomb just hit the whole screen, and all that. You can see this big, huge face just hitting the screen, and like.
Was there any other assist trophies?
It was out? Knuckles from Sonic,
which is cool. Zero, right?
Zero
from Mega Man.
From Mega Man, yes.
Also back to Castlevania, 34 tracks of music from Castlevania.
Yeah. And dude,
Castlevania has some great music. So.
One of the best soundtracks in video games. Yeah, hands down.
Over 900 tracks.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
That
so
is like
pretty much you have your
own.
What
they say, like 26 hours of music.
Yeah, 28.
28 hours of music.
So it's like you can actually put that. You can listen. It actually show you can actually listen to your.
Yeah, I mean you might literally never hear a song in it.
Yeah.
You can go. You can probably go your whole life play 100 and something hours of the game and maybe never hear a song.
That's ridiculous.
That's
what I'm saying. You probably will never play every character.
I'll try to. Well, I will play every character because one of the new modes that they announced.
That's true.
Yes.
So
this evil.
My favorite mode they announced was called Smashdown, and what that is if you've ever played, they kind of have like a football thing in this. So it's if you've ever played it in football wise, basically each week you get one game you get to choose. You could only use that team in that game once a season.
Yeah.
So, for instance, let's say the Patriots are playing the Browns. You know the Patriots are going to win that game.
Yeah.
So you pick the Patriots that week. Now you can't pick them for the other 17 or 16 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to pick another team. Well, same thing with Smash. What they did was they made a mode. So if we're playing, let's say the three of us are playing. I pick Mario, you pick Link, and then you pick like the I don't know. Who's your favorite character?
But Link. But let's go with
We'll go Toon Link. There you go.
Toon Link.
So now that we have those three characters and we play it, let's say Chris beats me in Pete, even though I know that'll never happen.
He says that now.
Now he gets a win for that round. But now no one can pick those 3 characters for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And now we each got to pick 3 new characters.
And it'll keep going.
And it keeps going until you're out of characters.
Yeah.
And then the person with the most wins at the end, which is really cool. I think that's a really cool
challenge accepted, man. I'm definitely going to go.
You're going to get wrecked, Pete.
Oh, my.
We haven't discussed when we're going to have this Mario Kart beatdown that you guys have been voting.
I'm down.
I'm ready.
I'm down.
Or about Mario Tennis beatdown.
We can do that too.
I haven't played that game.
Record all this stuff.
Let's record it. I don't care.
I'll put it up
Put
on the
my
page.
money in my mouth is. I'm down with that.
But so other stuff they announced. I thought the one thing with the Smash, the Final Smash was awesome.
Yeah.
So now you can get your Final Smash by the ball, but now you could also do a Final Smash meter.
Yeah.
Whereas
Charge
during the fight, it'll build up like with more damage you do to the characters.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, well, that's like a normal fighting game thing. If you play Injustice, if you play Mortal Kombat, if you play Street Fighter, all those games that you build a meter up to your final big move.
Yeah.
So they added that into Smash now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I always think it's so irritating trying to get the Smash Ball, and then somehow
But that's part of the fun of the game is. And
well,
that's,
I mean, as long as
because then you're hopping all over the level trying to grab it.
They leave that also at option, right?
There's both options. Yeah. There's both options. There's also team fights now where you can do 3-on-3 where I can pick 3 characters, you can pick 3 characters, and then we 1-on-1 until we knock out all 3 characters.
So it's kind of like a
King of Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, King of Fighters.
Okay.
So that's a new mode that they added. They also added some new Pokemon in there. For that I'm not sure. I'm not really huge into the Pokemon names, so I don't really know which ones they were.
I don't know how many Pokemon in there, but
they hadn't really talked about any new stuff. They did show the menu, which was clean, really clean looking. The main menu. They had some stuff blacked out on there, so I don't know what it was. Like the mode in the bottom left, which they said people deciphered to say spirits. So I don't know what that means.
That's weird.
Yeah,
that is weird.
And then
the death came by and like grabbed people, I guess, spirits wise. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what they tried to translate it.
I mean,
that's what they came up with. But
it's definitely something. I mean, it has to be a big mo for them to kind of like leave it like.
Well, they even said they'll be back to talk about stuff later on in the year.
They'll probably have another direct before it comes out.
It's crazy though. Like, what more can they reveal?
They also revealed the tournament mode. Yeah, you can do a 32-player tournament mode, which is awesome.
I mean, they haven't really talked about the online aspect of it, of anything. They, what else they haven't talked about? They haven't talked about a couple of stuff.
I mean,
it's a gamepad kind of thing. Like, can you use your Nintendo GameCube controllers?
Well, we know you can because they have the bundle for Europe that comes with the GameCube controller. So the GameCube adapter is going to work for it.
It's crazy though because it seems already like a complete game the way they're just announced, but it's still more they haven't revealed.
Over 100 stages.
Yeah, over 100 stages.
And they announced stage morphing, which you can choose 2 stages, and it'll switch in the middle of the fight to that second stage.
Too.
And you can do any 2 stages. Yeah. It doesn't matter what stages are; they don't even have to be anything similar.
Yeah.
So they also showed off another new stage too, the New Donk City.
Oh yeah.
From Mario Odyssey.
That's a great soundtrack too, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, I love that. I love the level with the band playing too, and the band like hits the characters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
What other new stages showed? I think
in Castlevania.
That's it.
They showed a lot of returning stages.
Yeah, a lot of returning ones.
But ones that even that hadn't been in the game in a while, like the one from Zelda with the turtle, like that's coming back. A lot of ones from the 3DS version that weren't in the console version before are now.
And then like pretty much even all the answers before.
Yeah.
Basically like every single level it's ever been in the game.
Every character, every single level, even more so is all back.
So you take all the Smash Brothers from every single Smash that comes and just morph into one game.
Yep. Smash it together.
Smash it together.
That's what I said, like,
that's kind of what it is, really.
Yeah. It's like the Avengers of Smash Brothers.
It really is. So Infinity War Smash Brothers.
So one last reveal at the end of the trailer, we got to see a bad guy.
Yes.
From the Donkey Kong Country series, Mr. King K. Rool, which I didn't think we'd ever see in the franchise.
And it's funny too because everybody's been wanting that character for so long. I think for the last 2-3.
I would say what's funny is I would say the top 3 most requested characters were all put into the game.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Ridley, King K. Rool, and
Simon Belmont.
I agree. The only one that still hasn't made it to Waluigi. I don't know if he will either.
I think there's Yeah, well, he might make it in the next game or something, but I think there's only...
The next game.
You know, like, what is the...
what is the next game?
What can you do at the next game?
What is it?
Yes.
I think, honestly, the only character that really, like, should be in a game that is not in a game is Banjo-Kazooie. Like, if
you're looking at Nintendo history, because of the N64, he was such a... like, that character was...
like a mascot.
Was a mascot. I could see that. Would Microsoft ever do it? I don't know. Honestly, if Microsoft gave up a character to be in the game, I think it would be Master Chief. Personally.
Yeah, for their own.
Yeah.
To promote...
Or... Might sound a little weird. What about Steve from Minecraft?
Who's Steve?
The main character in Minecraft.
That's a main character?
Yeah.
Considering how big
Minecraft...
Come on, Chris!
I don't play Minecraft, so I don't know this.
How big...
yeah, considering how big Minecraft is, and I could see an awesome Minecraft level, and and basically, Animal Crossing Villager is almost like the blueprint for that.
But here's a question, though. Like, what character can you think of a franchise? Old school character. I'm not talking about new school. Old school.
But you have to blend both.
Yeah. You
I'm just
can't
saying
go old all the time.
Man, you got to do a little bit of new.
I'm just saying, though, like, what character can you think of that is a really... that seems like should be in that game? Not something like...
Crash.
Crash
is one.
Crash is a good one. Spyro's Lara Croft.
See, yeah, I guess if you have Snake, Lara Croft makes sense, right?
Lara Croft makes more sense than Snake.
Or
because her games aren't rated mature.
Or Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Well, her games are rated mature.
Well, the new ones.
Yeah.
Well, are they?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, you get impaled by, like, a freaking, like, rod. And you're like,
That's true.
My God, let me pull this out.
I love those games so much.
But I think really when you think about all the mascots, like most of the mascots are in the game.
Well, the crazy thing is Crash was really Sony's mascot until the PS2.
Yeah.
That was like always like hand in hand with Sony.
Yeah.
You never know. They still could reveal Crash as being one of the characters.
I think Rayman.
Rayman is another one.
You know what? Even though it's not really, I mean, there's been video games for this character. I really would love to see Mickey Mouse in the game.
That's like a whole new level that I don't know.
But I mean, I can list you at least 10 games that he's in.
I know, but that's like a whole
new
I
mean, it's not like
door that they're opening. That it's kind of like.
I mean, would some even say a whole new world? That's where we'll be.
That's well, think about it, man. Think about it. You take a Mickey Mouse, you can practically take any other character from another. You know.
So Rob said that your favorite movie was Black Swan.
That's actually not a bad movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't understand. Is that an insult?
I don't know.
Is he trying to insult me? He's
Maybe.
He's kind of failing, like he did his life.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Shots were fired.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Not cool, man. Thanks for watching, Rob.
Oh, God.
Sorry, man. Made a little too far.
Yep.
Too much.
But, like, so we say Crash, would we say Ratchet and Clank?
Yes.
For PS2, I would say Ratchet and Clank. I would say Jak and Daxter as another character. Sly Cooper.
Yep. We would say
Kratos.
See, Kratos, really?
I would say Kratos is a...
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's too mature.
But I'm not talking about for Smash. I'm just saying in general, like, iconic video game characters.
Yes. I agree with that.
You could go say with the fact of, like, what's that guy's name? God dang, I just had him in my head. All right, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, though, like, okay, so you got Pac-Man, you got Mega Man, you got Mario, you got Luigi, you got Donkey Kong, Zelda,
old characters, yes.
Simon Belmont, yes, old characters.
I mean, if you're going for the history of the 8-bit, then I think it's covered. I don't think you could. I don't think we can get another 8-bit character. Maybe like Hubert. I mean, but that's kind of random.
Yeah, I would say more assist trophy Hubert than anything.
Yeah. I mean, maybe an assist trophy there. I'm having a hard time thinking of any other.
I don't think there is
8-bit character.
I could see maybe. Okay, I could see maybe what's the name? Chrono Trigger, maybe the character from.
That's 16 Chrono. I mean, that was 16-bit. That's Chrono. From there, maybe one of the Final Fantasy characters. But
Cloud is
4 or 6.
But Cloud is already from. Yeah, he's representing Final Fantasy.
Secret of Mana was a pretty big game back then, but I mean, like, I don't think the characters are iconic.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, there's not too many characters really left to add in Smash. I think practically they covered almost all the characters. for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, which is amazing that Nintendo pulled that off. Because it's amazing they pulled it off because I don't think not a lot of people can do that. It's kind of one of those like Nerf wet dreams, really, that Smash Brothers is. So it's something like, oh yeah, what if they had a game that you put all these characters in and they're all fighting amongst each other? That's what Smash.
I got one for you, Pete.
What?
Battletoads.
Yes, that would be a good one. Even though they're not as popular, I think.
But they were a big part of the Nintendo history, really. Yeah. Those were games. I mean, Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Contra. Like, I mean, I know that they're kind of random out there, but when I think of 8-bit games, I mean, I would say that those are all in the 8-bit spectrum. I mean, honestly, what I would do is if you wanted to look at it, see what games they put on the NES Classic, see what game they put on the Super NES Classic. To me, like, those are the kind of the games that you're looking at.
But I think Nintendo got it correctly covered, and I think this game is a testament. Like, what they've done with this game, well, for the most part, it hasn't come out yet, but the way it looks like it's going to be probably the best Smash Bros. Of all time. But what they've done with this game, they kind of said to you, like to us fans, who said, because, and I think that's the problem with, like, when it comes to, like, a lot of video game companies or movie studios or whatever, they kind of like, or any other type of entertainment platform, they kind of like, sometimes, fans speak out and they don't hear us, but actually Nintendo heard us and like, hey, look, this is what's coming out. What else do you want? Yeah, it's like you're pretty much giving you everything in this game.
I mean, have we really seen any other forms of media have a crossover this big? I mean, you could say Marvel with like when they do their crossover events like Civil War or like Secret Wars or stuff like that, but it's still all under the Marvel branch. Yeah. Like, I mean, we're seeing, yes, there's all these Nintendo characters, but we're seeing 2 Konami characters, a Square Enix character, a Sega character, well, 2 Sega characters because you have Bayonetta and Sonic. I mean, a Capcom, 2 Capcom characters. Yeah. A Namco character. What other? I mean, did I cover all the third-party characters? I think so.
Yeah. For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's to me like that's the it's the it of all it's.
I mean, the game director. I mean, he did an amazing job. I mean, hats off to him. I think he had complete control over the direct too. Yeah. Because that's why it wasn't like. Because I'm sorry. But if it was left in Nintendo's hands, it wouldn't have been as good.
Oh, I
think the
agree.
director had to like.
I think Sakurai is like perfect for that. Like, the fact that he got his whole team back is like amazing. Honestly, if he leaves after this one, I don't know how the next one's going to be after that. But like because I just think it's so iconic the way
Should they even do a next one after it?
Honestly, man, like it to me, they should wait long enough till they have something new.
Do you think this is the best fan service you've seen from any media platform?
Frozen.
I think it's still going.
Okay.
Do you think it is the best fan service for any media platform?
I'd say yeah.
Infinity Wars comes close to me because I think as a movie,
that's definitely the biggest movie we've ever seen.
For a fan service.
For a fan service. I mean, there's nothing else that even comes close to it.
I think, honestly, for them to accomplish it, to do that movie was extremely difficult, too, considering they got all the actors from all these movies to be in one movie.
Well, they did it smart. They kept it simple. Yeah. You only ever seen a group of characters together. It was not all 40 were in one scene together. No. Which is
which might happen in the next movie.
We'll see.
That's possible. I mean...
I just don't think that ever really works. No, I think that's too many people on screen.
But I think
is it though? I mean, if you look at the fact of like you see a movie, the brand new movie, and you notice like all these actors in it. Oh, I can name one right now. Fast and Furious franchise. When all of them are grouped together and actually working as a team, that's freaking amazing. Or in fact, if you have like a even bigger team than that, all working together on something, and it all pulls off or whatever, and it looks amazing, they can do it.
But don't you think this next movie, it's just going to be the core group?
It's going to be a core group.
I think most of the movie is going to be based around the core group.
But I think by the end, it's going to be all of them. I have a feeling in the end, it's going to be all.
I'm really interested to see Captain Marvel at this point.
Yeah.
To see where that leads into it.
Yeah. Next March.
Speaking of which, actually, Infinity Wars comes out this month on Blu-ray. So if anybody wants it,
it's already out digitally.
Digitally streaming.
Oh, digitally, yeah, I can get on digital. But it just like I can't think of anything else. I think Marvel's Capcom 2 was another game that had great fan service.
Sony tried making a Smash Brothers.
It didn't work. Yeah.
I didn't play it, to be honest with you.
It was fun.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, PlayStation Battle Royale, it was fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was like a bumbling mess, but yeah, I mean, it was fun, like running around as Drake.
I mean, Mario Kart's pretty close now that they added Link into it and like some other characters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. I mean, honestly, the next Mario Kart should be Nintendo Kart. Like, why aren't we servicing? And even that, we only get like a little hint. Like, we got 2 F-Zero levels and an Animal Crossing level and a Zelda level. Okay, like, give me some Metroid. Give me some, like, there's so many cool areas of different franchises that they can delve into that,
Yeah, they could.
But my question is to you guys: do you think anything that's on any other platform out there that you can think of that has great fan service?
Well, I mean, comic books, movies. I haven't really seen anything on a TV show, really, though. I mean, we had, like, Defenders, which was cool, but, like...
Yeah, it kind of fell...
But I think every individual series is better than the Defenders.
Well, I mean, you know what?
I want to say the Arrowverse.
Yeah, Arrowverse did a good job.
When they all team up, is actually pretty good.
Yeah, because they only do it for, like, 4 episodes, usually. And, it'll be, like... Arrow one night, Flash, and they do it through the whole week, and they do a team-up show, and they actually do a really good job of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a better Justice League than the Justice League movie.
Yes.
So, yeah, they should stick around with that. I think they have a better...
Yeah. Even now, if you haven't heard, Batwoman's coming to CW later, probably next year, beginning of next year, and she will debut on the Arrowverse crossover event in December.
So is she in Gotham? Is she Gotham-based?
Yes. Gotham based.
So you think they're gonna have some villains or whatever from Gotham like be introduced?
I don't know. I mean, last year was like freaking a doppelganger Earth, and it had the evil counterparts.
Well, I wonder where like where the line is for them.
What?
For the Arrowverse. I mean, they even showed Superman on there.
Yeah.
Did they really?
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Yeah, they had Superman on there.
In
Really?
Supergirl, yeah.
Yeah, Supergirl. He was on a couple episodes.
Yeah, like first.
Was it a good casting?
Yeah, it was actually
good casting. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. So I do they even have a line? Like, can they literally pick draw from every character?
They mentioned Wayne, like Bruce Wayne, quite a bit in Arrow.
That's cool. So like that's cool. They kind of have free reign on the whole DC universe.
You know what?
Awesome.
Well, why wouldn't you too? Because they do a pretty good job. They have a pretty good fan base, from what I understand. So why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? The movies around that doing such a good job. I mean, yeah, you have Aquaman coming out later on this year. It looks all right. I think actually I'm more excited for Shazam, but. After that, I don't know what else do they have really. I want to see what they need to.
I think they're waiting for what the Aquaman and Shazam do before.
I think Shazam.
Wonder Woman 1984 next June.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That might be good. That might be interesting to see what they're going to do with her.
Yeah.
I did think it was interesting that the head of Disney, Bob Iger, he did mention basically X-Men and like Fantastic Four and stuff today.
Yeah.
So he said that I guess their stocks went down, so he probably did that to kind of counteract it.
Probably.
But basically, it's definitely a done deal.
Do you think their stocks are down with the whole James Gunn debacle right now going on?
No. They just released their earnings, and it was a little lower than they were expecting. That's why. But he did mention that. He did mention basically we're excited to see what we're going to do with our new Marvel franchises, X-Men, Fantastic Four, Deadpool. And then he also made mention to that the opportunities to for their network to be able to have shows that they said that might even include shows in the Avatar world, the Alien world, and the Predator world.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I heard this in their streaming channel or whatever. They're not gonna have rated R stuff though.
Right. Which is fine.
The streaming channel's not gonna have rated R.
Yeah.
So no Alien.
No Alien. No.
So they're not even gonna
Deadpool.
have the movies available on there.
No Deadpool, no Alien.
Why?
I mean, it's going to be streaming mainly for kids.
See, that's a huge...
Like teen kind
so
of
I guess...
Well, why not just put like a parental advisory on it where you can set it?
Maybe that'll be later, but like right now they're
probably... That's kind of like Nintendo right there trying to...
Yeah, but Nintendo even has like Bayonetta now.
Yeah.
And Nintendo...
Well, yeah, but I mean, that was only Nintendo before when they were trying to be the parents of the video game world.
Well, they had Mad World, and that's when, like, with the shit
honestly, that really put Nintendo behind years, like light years.
Yeah.
But when they were even when they were first started the their online infrastructure, they were so worried. Yeah, they were so worried about the trying to police the internet that it wound up putting them light years behind.
And I think that's even Disney right now seems to be doing that with we understand Disney has some
look at Netflix. They even own a major portion of Hulu. Like the people,
but it's easy to get into the stuff we're not supposed to watch with for kids. Like Castle Rock is literally right there on the front page.
Yeah, but you can put parental limits on accounts.
Yeah, but it's up to the parents to do something about it.
Yeah, but it's up to the parents. But come on, you're a kid. You're 7, 8 years old. Your parents tell you you're not going to do something. You're going to do it.
Then you should discipline kid.
Get a better password.
I know exactly. Find a way. Put your foot down, man.
You can put your foot down.
I think the worst part is when Johnny goes over to Joey's house and Joey has access to it. Johnny's gonna watch it.
Of course, yes.
So it's hard to get away from everything.
But here's my question, though: you can't really, as a company, be policing whatever you know what I'm saying? It's
as long as they put Deadpool and maybe the mature shows on Hulu, I'm fine with that. I don't care.
Yeah.
And that's probably what's going to happen. So they got to make their own streaming channel, and they have Hulu.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'll have it all. I don't care. Netflix, Hulu.
And in Disney, the Disney Channel to me is something that I'll probably subscribe to for a month at a time, and then go back to it, unless they have a lot of good original content. Now, is that Star Wars show that they're talking about making with Jon Favreau? Is that for that?
I think so.
Okay, well I'm gonna buy it then just for that.
Yeah,
I heard the money they're putting into that show, dude. I'll watch it. Dude, they said $100 million to make that show. Dude, you know it's gonna be just as good as the TV the movies.
Yeah.
Well, my old question is, hopefully they have the right writers.
Hopefully it's as good as 8, right? Where are you at, Ryan? Where are you at?
Let's not talk about The Last Jedi. That was almost a year ago. Let's just
let bygones be bygones.
Yeah. I might
let sleeping rhinos lie.
I'm actually tempted to actually watch it again to see what.
I did. It's good.
Yeah, you thought it was good before.
Still good.
Yeah,
hasn't changed.
And hey, second time it usually tells you if it's good or not. So
I think
that was my third or fourth time.
I think
it's still good.
Yeah, you watched it 3 times?
Yeah, it's still good.
I think
every
this
time.
will be my third or fourth time, and I actually own it digitally.
And you know what? I've watched it 3 times, and I've watched 7 4 or 5 times, and 7 gets progressively worse every time I watch it, whereas 8 gets better every time. Well, not better, but it remains the same.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, I may have to watch this again.
Look at you.
I own it, so
go watch 7 again. And tell me if you still like it as much as you did the first time.
I think 7 is only literally because of the excitement of seeing Han Solo and all those characters back. It was all right.
Honestly, I really hate their take on Kylo Ren in 7. When you watch it again, it's at least in 8, okay, he's whiny in both. But at least in 8, you get a good reason of why.
Yeah.
In 7, he just seems like a sniveling little brat. And plus he kills Han Solo in the damn movie.
Well, yeah.
It gives you more of a purpose of why his character is the way he is, and I thought that was the only.
Yeah, you get why he hates Luke.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but 7's still a better movie.
Watch them both. Watch them both.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll see. We'll see what he does with the episode 9. But in the same time, I'm kind of excited for what Jon Favreau's going to do with that TV series. But at the same time, we'll see. As long as you get the right writers, a right story. Yeah, keep
it small.
Keep it small. Absolutely.
That's to me. That's what he has to do. Just keep it.
Keep it like how Chef was. Small.
Which one?
Chef. You ever seen Jon Favreau's Chef?
No.
When he got, did he get fired from Marvel? No, probably not. But when the whole Iron Man 2 debacle went down, he made a movie called Chef. He was pretty much like a food truck worker. No, he was actually a cook who he wanted to make his own little creations and whatnot, do different things. And then he got to the point where his boss was like, "No, you can't do that. You can do that." And he's like, "Oh, you know what? Forget it. I quit." And bought a food truck and started from the ground up. And was just doing little things, and everyone loved it and whatnot, and it ended up being this huge thing. But it was a little tiny story. It was an independent movie, really good. I think it was on Netflix.
Good dialogue.
Yeah.
See, that's to me that's what I originally kind of fell in love with his movies was his dialogue.
Yeah.
If you ever seen Swingers and Maid, yeah, both of those movies, excellent dialogue in both of those movies, and they're really smaller scaled movies.
Yeah.
He had a cool cameo in Sopranos too, so I thought that was.
Oh yeah, in the first season, yeah.
Wasn't he in Wedding Crashers?
I know Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, he was actually. No, he was.
I think he was in some. kind of movie like that where he was like,
I Think I Love You, Man. Is that what you're thinking of?
It could be.
Yeah.
I know Couples Retreat he was in.
Yeah. He's great. He's a really good character actor and good
Happy
director.
Hogan?
Happy Hogan.
Yeah, Happy Hogan. And Jungle Book.
Yes.
Great, good movie.
Oh, it was a very good movie. They kind of actually got
Foggy
him.
Nelson?
Foggy Nelson? Well, no. He was an original.
Got him!
Speaking of which, actually, I heard that...
Daredevil.
Well, Daredevil Season 3 is happening later on this year. And I heard, actually, the Netflix Marvel shows are not going to get affected. They're going to stay on Netflix. So,
But we also did hear that Ant-Man and Wasp will be the last MCU movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, hey, we'll at least get Black Panther. We'll at least get...
Wait, we haven't got Black Panther. Oh, wow. We have.
I'm pretty sure it's going to come out probably next month.
Yeah. I'll watch that like 5 more times.
Yeah.
I already own it, so I mean...
But then Infinity War,
sure,
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess
then Infinity War, I'll watch that like 5 more times, and then...
Own it. I've already seen it twice
then
already.
Ant-Man and Wasp, I'll watch like 5 more times, and, I'll be good.
Yeah, it's a shame that they're not having those Marvel movies on Netflix anymore. But at the same time...
They'll be on they'll be on the Disney streaming channel.
Or Hulu.
Yeah, or Hulu. They'll be somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
We'll be able to find them.
Just buy them when they come out. You'll get them 2 weeks before Blu-ray.
I'm definitely going to buy Infinity War. That's for sure. Definitely buying that one.
If you don't buy it like on a hard case cover, like at Best Buy or something like that, then I'm just be ashamed of you.
No, I'm gonna buy it. I'm definitely gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna save up money for a nice special edition one because it's definitely worth it.
Will you get a special edition of Smash if they make one?
Yeah,
that sweet special. Oh my god!
I want. You know what I want for my special edition of Smash? I want like 8 CDs with all the music on it.
Oh
my god! Please do that.
That'll be amazing.
Day one purchase.
That'll be amazing.
Yesterday they actually brought the special edition, the PS4 Pro for Spider-Man. Up was on Amazon. I was like, oh gosh.
Oh man, this guy. Dude, how about this? What if they did a Smash special edition for like $2,000 that came with like every amiibo?
Shit.
Dude, that'd be such a sick looking thing. Oh, dude, it'd be awesome. Dude, I already have almost every amiibo for it, so I don't need to buy that. But, anyways, guys, that is all the topics we have for you this evening. I am the Real Ant-Man.
Eat up.
King Black Cherry.
Make sure you follow us, like us on Facebook, turn your notifications on. We'll be live again, same bat time, same bat channel next week.
Share, guys. Share, like, comment. You know the drill.
Yep, absolutely.
Do it.
Thank you for doing it.
Peace out.
Go Giants.
Go Jets.
I'm not saying anything.
Go Bucks.